Hey everyone, PotatoPikachu here, and I haven't made a news video relating CSGO in the past week, so I thought I might as well just do it here because I kind of forgot to do it and I was a little bit busy at that time, so I might as well just make it a little bit longer and add the news from last week and also this week, as there has been some interesting news that has come out within some teams, and it's pretty interesting if you guys haven't seen it yet. And before we get into the video, if you do enjoy it, please like and subscribe. It's free and you can always undo it anytime you want to. So let's get into some news. The first one I'm going to talk about is a piece of bit of information that happened last Sunday, and it was the fact that MIBR got rid of Fur, Taco, and Dead. And I guess it makes sense because Fur has been doing pretty good, but Taco has been practically abysmal and he hasn't been doing anything useful in the team, and Dead has been outed because of the fact that he has been using the coaching bug that was in the game for over 5 years or so, which is pretty insane. And MIBR really needed to change up their lineup because they've been losing to some no-name teams, even in the 80th ranking in the world, which is insane. How are you losing to these no-name peoples in these tournaments? It's pretty horrible to think that one of the best teams in the world in 2016 can just stoop down to this level. It's very bad for the team overall and just the branding of the team made in Brazil. It's horrible for them. Following this, KNGV posted on Twitter that he did not agree with the changes in the team, and it's okay if you don't agree with it, but you're not the owner of the team, so you practically have no say whether or not you agree or not. It doesn't matter. Your opinion does not matter, as you are just one of the players. Also, the day after, Fallen decided to step down from MIBR, stating that he was not satisfied with the recent decision. I particularly do not agree with what he did because he has been getting paid such a huge salary from MIBR, and the fact that he had so many chances to try and fix the team where he actually did not, and I guess they showed zero improvement. I don't understand why he would do this. I feel like it's a bit rude of him to step down from the team that has been paying him so much, gave him so many chances, and essentially let him pass scot-free for his abysmal placings in tournaments. The future of MIBR is very bleak, and I would like to know your opinions on what you think about all this is happening in MIBR, so leave it in the comments down below. The next piece of news is that G2 is lining up to bid for NIKO from FaZe, and this is pretty interesting because if NIKO were to be added to G2, then he would be replacing Omnek, which I think is pretty sound. He hasn't been doing too well, and I wouldn't think you could replace anyone else on the team other than him. So that would make sense, and if NIKO were to be added to G2, then that would be pretty insane. G2 already has the potential to be number one in the world with their current lineup, and the fact that you're adding another superstar to the addition would just make them even stronger. But I don't know about NIKO's personality or how his chemistry with the other players in G2 would be, so that would be up for debate, and I'm interested to see how it goes if he does get added to G2. Next up, we have the fact that MEZII, he is a player from the UK, he's a rookie, and WOXIC will be signing for Cloud9. I'm actually really excited to see how this Cloud9 lineup goes because I've always been a fan of Cloud9 in the past, and I haven't ever really liked their current team. I didn't really think they had much potential, and the fact that they're actually doing something now, they're putting real money on the table for actual good players. I'm actually really excited to see if Cloud9 will go back to their usual and hopefully top 5 spot in the world. That would be pretty insane. So now for Cloud9, we have MEZII, WOXIC, and Alex right now. That's all we know right now, and we're just waiting on the last 2 members for the lineup. In more sad news, Obo from Complexity has stepped down, and it's really sad but understandable because he is only a 17-year-old player and he's been stuck in the EU for over a year now, ever since the pandemic happened. And I guess he couldn't take it anymore and he really wanted to be home, so he left Complexity and went back to the US. I guess I shouldn't say left Complexity, he's still in Complexity, but he just benched himself, so he won't be playing in any of their games. It sucks because I'm pretty sure Complexity was planning to be based in the US and have all their practices there, but the pandemic really ruined that. And I guess like if I were a 17-year-old kid living in an unfamiliar country without my friends or family, then I'm pretty sure I would feel the same, as it would really suck to just be away from them and from the comfort of your home. It sucks that Obo has benched himself from Complexity, but I'm sure they will bounce back as they get a new addition to their team, and Obo still has a bright future ahead of him as he's still very young and he's a really good player. Next up, with how Astralis has taken the role of, I guess, leading the charge in some stuff, like they have added 2 new additions to their roster. Like they now have a 7-man lineup. Other teams are now going to follow suit with Vitality, Furia, and Cloud9. They're going to add a 6th person to their roster. It makes perfect sense, right? Like not all the players can always be on their number 1 A game, and maybe some players are going to be better on other maps, right? So it makes sense to add a 6th player, as it'll add more diversity. It can change up their lineups. They can be more creative with how they approach the game. I'm sure there are way more other factors to be adding a 6th person to the lineup. There are probably more positives as well. So I'm really interested to see how it goes as more and more teams implement this kind of option. Also, regarding some investment relations to some of this news, I believe that ever since like MIBR, they kind of capitulated, they kind of imploded. I don't even know if their team stickers will ever even go up. I think their logo is decent. It's not too bad. I would only assume that a lot of Brazilian players would be attracted towards this sticker as it is made in Brazil and that kind of is their pride. But I would say Furia is probably the best Brazilian. Well, not probably. They are the best Brazilian team. Like straight up. They're way better than MIBR and their team is just insane. They're absolutely crushing the NA scene and they're always toppling EG and Team Liquid. Their sticker even looks better than MIBR's in my opinion, so I would only assume their stock will just keep on going up. Their stickers will just keep on rising as they get better and better, and the fact that they're thinking of even adding a 6th man to their team, then that would just add more diversity to their group. That will add more strategies and just make them a way better team in general, or in my opinion. Also, with the Cloud9 moves, with adding WOXIC and MEZII, I think that Cloud9 really has a bright future ahead of them with Henry G and Kassad forming the team, and I really think their judgment is really important. I'm pretty sure they know so much, they know about so many players to choose from, so I have no doubt that Cloud9 stock will also go up, and I think their stickers will also go up as well. And for Complexity, Obo was a huge part of the team. He was like the young star. Like he always got like some huge and crazy moments in the game. And he certainly was an important piece to their team. And their logo is okay. It's pretty decent. But I think Complexity is just going to keep on rising and rising in the ranks. And they're going to get only more popular and more popular. So I think it's going to be a bit of time before their stickers also get popular. The last piece of news for today is that ESIC, the Esports Integrity Commission, is going to be releasing their first set of findings from the coaching bug investigation on Monday. We're going to see just how many coaches from the teams we have in CSGO have used this coaching bug that essentially allows you to be a cipher cam and just explore the part of the map they're on. And they can also see the map as well with all the radar and everything. So that's very insane. It's very crucial. And that's essentially a wall hack. We're going to see who done it and their punishments as well, because they really deserve it for essentially just using a hack in game. But that's it for this news for CSGO, and I'm sure there's going to be way more news coming out this coming week, so stay tuned for that video. I think I'm going to upload it next Friday as well, so stay tuned for that, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I really like to diversify my content. I think it makes it more interesting for the channel overall. It brings in new people, and I just don't want to stick to investing all the time because that really can get stale and boring. So thank you guys so much for watching this other content that I make. Like and subscribe the video. I'm PotatoPikachu signing out. Peace.